Welcome back, everyone, to the first episode of the Mexico series. So, let's take a look at a couple things ahead of time to see what we need to take care of. So, if we look at currency, we see that we have high inflation. So we're going to address that immediately, and we're going to bump the interest rate to 8%. Let's see what else. Our debt really isn't too bad. 54 billion dollar deficit. That's not really all that bad at all. And we see part of that is coming from the World Bank loan that we have out for 21 billion, and we're paying 21 million in interest. Excuse me. So we also have a couple countries that have given us loans, and we're going to try to negotiate the interest rate to help pay that down and loosen up our economy. But one of the major things is our crime rate. Our crime rate is basically atrocious, and excuse me, 28% crime is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to hire more police and try to deal with that as best we can. I just want to note that I'm still kind of getting over a cold, so every couple minutes or so you may hear me move the mic away from my mouth to actually cough. This is the first video I've done for the entire month. Because of that, I've had a real bad cold, and last couple of days have been a little bit better, and haven't been coughing as much, so it's a lot more controllable. So let's go to our taxes, and we're gonna have to do something to generate some money to deal with the country's issues. So unfortunately, we're gonna raise taxes on the rich. So we're gonna do a reform, and we're gonna call this Budget 2022. And we're gonna create it. And wealth tax, we're gonna bump this up to 5%. Make it 5.15. So we'll create that. Let's see. Alright, so let's go to real estate tax, and I'm gonna drop this to around 5. And audio visual, we're just going to eliminate that altogether. Alright, and let's see what else we can do here. So, airline ticket tax, we're going to drop that down to 9%. And let's see what else we can take care of. So let's go to tax on company turnover. We're going to bump that up to about 2%. Not the most popular. I know that's going to bring down our estimated approval, but that should still pass. And let's see what else. So, tax on financial transactions. Let's see. So, we can do that. Alright, so that lowers it to about 62%. So that's 91%. We'll go ahead and do that. And see, tax on pornography and tax on entering the country. We're gonna double this and make that $10 per person. So let's see what that does to... Okay, so still have 62%. So I think I'm done on that aspect. Let's see. Alright, tax on industrial pollution. We're going to bump that up to about 0.03. Alright, so that's 62.6%. We're going to leave that reform alone. We're done with that. So now let's go to the next culprit and let's deal with the crime rate. So we're going to change the level of prostitution. I mean, legal prostitution, that's, you're just asking for it. However, Mexico isn't going to completely let us eliminate prostitution. So we'll say it's legal, but organized activities are illegal. So we're gonna push for that. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Nothing I'm really concerned about.
The procession is moving through the streets as we speak. The main hardline nationalist leaders have, of course, joined the party.
Alright, I'm not concerned with that at all. Alright, so let's go back to police. And... Alright, so... let's add about 20,000 more cameras. So let's deal with the elephant in the room now. And for starters, see, that's more than I want to spend. So let's do 50,000 police officers. Going to increase criminal investigation squad. And going to increase local district police. So we're going to get started on that. And then let's go with the terrorist groups. We want to completely take out the Mexican drug cartels. So we're going to go ahead and infiltrate them. And the Mexican Indian Alliance, it's only one person. And then we want to go ahead and infiltrate that group also and completely take them out, so there's less for us to deal with.
Your politics are on the right track.
Demonstrators are marching in several cities all over the country as we speak. They intend to express their strong opposition to the government's policies.
Oh well, just gonna have to deal with it.
Demonstrators are marching in.
Your commitment to defending family values is a model for the whole of humanity.
Okay.
Our team is in place. The information gathered on this suspect terrorist will be archived directly into his dossier, which you can consult at any time.
Alright, so let's go to... Alright, so we're going to do another reform. And we're going to name this labor conditions. Oops. And we'll add that. Alright, so that brings us a little more money. Let's see. Regulate consumption of marijuana. We're going to make that illegal. And that's going to pass. So we want to do everything we can to try to deal with the high crime rate.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city relatively calmly without breaching the peace. The press has come en masse to cover the events, and the business leaders who are best known for their hostility towards you are delighted in denouncing the bankruptcy of the country and calling for the compulsory liquidation of the government.
I have to tell you that I am filled with pride to be the mother of a leader who is so loved by the people. But don't forget what I used to tell you when you came home from school with a good grade. Being good isn't enough. You have to be the best.
Okay. Tourism professionals complain. Yeah, that'll get adjusted in time. Okay, and I'm not concerned with animal welfare, so just gonna cut that budget altogether. Not concerned with it. I have bigger things to worry about than animals. Alright, let's send the police in. 2,000 people.
your economy is among the healthiest, your solvency may not be safe from depreciation. So we would like to reiterate our confidence in you while recommending vigilance. Let me remind you, in case you're unaware, that our assessment is mainly based on your
Alright.
although your economy.
Demonstrators are marching in several cities all over the country as we speak. They intend to express their strong opposition to the government's policies, as some of their banners, slogans, and leaflets testify.
Alright, I'm not really concerned with that.
I must confess to you that the current level of our budget deficit is not at all reassuring. It weakens our economy while continuously...
Alright, so I know... Alright, so there's another thing that I can take care of. I'm gonna adjust the salary. So instead of 30... I hate when this game does that. So instead of 37, we're gonna change that to 22. And residents like that decision. Alright, so alright, so I know the other thing I want to take care of is we're going to privatize the postal service, and we're also going to nationalize the bank. So that decision is light.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city relatively calmly without breaching the peace. The press has come en masse to cover the events, and the business leaders who are best known for their hostility towards you are delighted.
I'm not concerned with that anymore.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so that's one step in the right direction. That should help start to bring down our crime rate. So, went down a little bit.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city relatively.
Alright, unemployment is up to 7.67%. But what is inflation? Is inflation going... Went down slightly. So... Let's cut the employment agency down. We're going to lower the work week down to 40 from 42. Alright, let's go to police. Let's go to our budget.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so that also should help with the crime rate. Okay, so they like that as controlled prostitution.
Although your economy is among the healthiest, your solvency may not be safe from depreciation. So we would like to reiterate.
Business leaders are currently marching.
Alright.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, so let's see how that affected our budget. Alright, so deficit is down to 3.29%. It's not showing on here yet, so I'll give it some time.
I think you're doing a good job. And you're hardworking. A good role model for young people.
Alright, seniors are in danger. Alright, so let's see what we can do. So there's no set pension. So if we just make that $25, that's good. And they like it, and that should hopefully shut them up for a little bit.
You're really...
Alright, so the next thing I want to take care of is the energy sector. So we only have a 11 terawatt surplus, and in order to grow the different sectors, we need more energy. So we're going to build a... Jeez, we don't even have the 3G nuclear plant. So we're going to have to go with the regular one. And want this built faster than a year, so this is going to cost us, but we have to take care of this. So we'll build it right there. That drops down our gains.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
After privatizing this sector, it will be hard to say right away whether we will come out on top financially. Selling our shares was definitely a success and will provide money up front, but on the other hand, this was a very dynamic sector that let us bring in substantial profits each year. Hindsight will, of course, be 20/20.
Alright, whatever.
Our infiltrated agent was spotted and murdered.
Oh, that's just great. Alright, so... Alright, let's put these two guys under surveillance again.
As we do at the end of every...
Alright, so we're going to make some adjustments here, so... Let's adjust. Alright, I hate when this game does that, when I go into something. Let's see. We're not worried about Poland, Iran, North Korea, Malaysia, Egypt, Iraq. Australia actually hates us, and we're going to keep an eye on Israel. We're not concerned with the UK, Czech Republic, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Vietnam, Singapore. Not concerned with any of those. I do want to keep an eye on Cuba. So we're going to put 50 agents there. And Alright, so Australia, we'll bump that up to about 50. And the same with Israel. So we're going to confirm that. Let's put our top agent in Israel. And let's cut this down to 150. I'm gonna do some agent training. So we'll do that. Agents on national territory, we're gonna bump that up to 20,000. And that's gonna help us deal with the, hopefully the drug cartels.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so...
What are you doing? What? You think that people are going to stop smoking joints? All you're going to get is a huge increase in drug trafficking, people getting back at each other, price increases, and kids getting arrested just 'cause they're smoking a silly little joint. Are you still living in the 20th century?
Hey, well... have a 27% crime rate, so I'm going after everyone. I'm gonna send the military in since that's 2,000. Alright, so the other thing that's going to wind up happening is we're going to do some infrastructure, build a couple roads later on in the series. So I just want cities to be a certain... Alright, so Lyon... And let's see. So if I do Lyon from or to, why do I keep hitting that? See if I do that to Mexico City. So we're looking at 2.2 billion. Let's cancel that. Alright, so this would actually be better. So, to Mexico City, 725. Alright, so that's 105 miles. Let's just see. And then that would take about 6 months to build. 180 million. So I'm gonna wait. I don't want to start building too much because I finally have inflation going down, but that's not going down as much as I'd like it to. Let's look at work. Let's cut employment agency down another star, and let's add 1 star to employing more seniors. Let's go back to police. Alright, so have 458,000 police officers. And crime rate is starting to go down.
Your conservative management.
Alright, so let's try to negotiate the interest rates here. I should try to save us more money. Japan. Alright, and UK. And the US. Alright, so that's all set up. Alright, let's get rid of this.
We have obtained some information on this terror suspect. I urge you to examine his file.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so the salary change should help our economy a little more. Hasn't actually changed that yet, so it'll probably take a couple minutes to. Alright. Alright, lack of spaces in secondary school systems, so we need to do some building there. But, I'm gonna kind of wait. I don't want to do anything that's gonna throw off inflation anymore. Alright.
I'd be happy to.
So let's
Very
negotiate
well.
our interest
What
rates.
kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Let's try 16.
We would prefer to terminate this negotiation.
Alright, I got a little greedy, so it's just as well.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words.
I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Alright, let's go with 56.
I don't mean to offend you, but your offer is very feeble.
Alright, let's go to 63.
Interesting. We're nearly there. Go on. I'll make another proposal. Shake on it? Very well.
Alright.
The bill has been voted.
I think I
The
may have
bill has
waited
been
too
voted
long
on.
to try to negotiate the interest rates. Because my economy isn't really thriving, so
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Alright, so let's see if we could do 13.99.
Very well. We accept your offer.
Alright, so that's good.
I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Let's see if we could go for 1090.
Interesting. We're nearly there. Go on. That's a step in the right direction, but still interesting. We're nearly there. Go on. I'll make another proposal. Shake on it. Interesting. We're nearly there. Interesting. We're nearly there. Interesting.
Oh
We're
my
nearly there.
gosh.
Very well. We accept your offer.
Alright, so let's check. Alright, so
I would like to draw your attention to our social media surveillance service.
I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
okay, so right off 6. Let's try
Very
that.
well. We accept.
Alright, so how much longer do we have for that? It's only been 8 days, so it's gonna be a while. Let's see, growth that got reduced. Alright, so this inflation is not budging.
Although your economy is among the healthiest, your solvency may not be safe from depreciation.
It would be advisable for the government to tackle the big
Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
279, so let's try for 249.
Very well.
Alright, so let's go to debt. Alright, so our deficit is now down to 3.99. So that's a
Our
lot
fellow
better.
countrymen's purchasing power has been increasing lately.
Just a week to go before.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this episode. You guys can tell me what you think. So feel free to leave comments and please subscribe if you haven't already. It'll help with the channel. I'm going to try to work on this series a little more often than usual. So I think tomorrow even I'll try to do another episode. And I may not release it tomorrow, but it'll be coming soon. I'll try to, like I said, try to increase the frequency of when I record videos. So in the meantime, thank you for the support and I will see you soon. Thank you.